Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Concert Junkies, Rob and John. Oh, yeah.
And we're live.
What up?
Hey.
What's going on? Well, I guess I'll start this madness. I'm Rob, by the way, if you're new here.
I'm Allie, Violet Vixen Commissaro.
You can shoot for it. Who wants to go next?
We just jump right in.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors.
I'm Tiffany with Enemy of Fate.
Hi, I'm MJ, everybody.
Since I have you both here, I'm going to start off with you just dropped a new song.
We did.
So you want to give us a little backstory of how you guys actually met and how this came about?
Oh, Mindy, I'm going to let you take that one.
So how all of this started, it's been a few years actually. So my band Dying Oath was playing at Blue Ridge, actually. And I ended up meeting Tiffany's husband, Mickey, and he did some photos for us. He was very kind, just, amazing person to talk to and to work with. And we ended up being friends, of course. And then, of course, I met Tiffany. They actually flew me out to California and showed me the sights. And I had such an incredible time out there. We did some music, of course. We recorded the song. But it's just been like this blooming friendship over the years. And we finally decided that we were going to do something and put something out, because if you guys have heard her music, she's absolutely incredible. One of my favorite vocalists in the local and regional scenes. Of course, not local or regional to me, but I try and go to see her anytime she's out this way, because she's just incredible in all the genres that she decides that she's going to do. But I just felt really honored to do it. It was a song that I have loved forever since the song came out. It brought back some really good nostalgia for me. And so when she asked me to do it, I was like, yeah, I would be honored. And now we have something that we can put out into history for both of us that I think really frames both of us very well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, tell us a little bit about it.
I will piggyback on that. Obviously, Mindy touched on the nostalgia of the song. It's kind of it's trending humor, right? That Nickelback is untouchable. Like we don't as metal artists and rock artists don't cover, the Nickelback songs. But Chad Kroeger did a really fabulous job with Josie Scott on the soundtrack and the main track for the Spider-Man movie. And there's a lot of nostalgia for a multitude of generations. And we felt like it would be an appropriate song from a female's perspective to cover, to add a little bit of texture and tone in a more delicate fashion. And so I reached out to Mindy, and she said yes, that she would be happy to do it. And so we did. We flew her out. She got to experience Hollywood and Southern California. I don't know if you're familiar with California, but it's kind of like two different states in one. You have the Northern California area, San Francisco, Sacramento, and beyond. And then you have Southern California, LA, Hollywood, all the glam and glitter. So she got to experience that a little bit where the production studio is. So we spent the day. She got to go out to the beach the next day and enjoy. And we had a blast doing it. So
it was fantastic. It honestly was a dream come true, because not only did I get to do this, but like all the things that I ever wanted to do. It's crazy. The song is so nostalgic because all the things that I wanted to do as a kid, I ended up being able to do all of those over the span of a couple of days while I was in California. So it was very nostalgic for me in 1,000 different ways, but it was a dream come true for sure.
I think it was super amazing too, as two separate independent female vocalists kind of coming together to collaborate on something that was really beautiful. And we don't get a lot of that in the industry. So I think it was really important. And I was proud to be a part of such a beautiful collaboration with another female artist in the industry who is phenomenal in everything that she does. So yeah, it was a good time, and it was an honor to get to watch her work in the studio with the producer as well. So
What was it like taking on Nickelback? Because they're a challenging band to take on because so many people have covered their songs and their community is very intense. What has that been like for you guys, the kind of reaction?
We have really, for me personally, I've not experienced any negativity on the track whatsoever. It's actually been very positively received. And it is art. Art is subjective, and it is a cover, and we don't claim any originality to it other than our vocal spin and delivery and the producer's delivery and take from our perspective in this day and age. The song is, I believe, a little over 20 years old, and we released it on the day of the Superman movie that just came out, which is, in its fifth rendition of the movie. So I feel like we did a good job in honoring the song in the original intent, but paid a respectful homage to, the untouchable and the classic of a Nickelback song.
Definitely. And same over here. I mean, I've gotten nothing but positive reviews. A lot of people are like, this is not something that we really expected from either of you, but it was really well done. And I had even reached out to Josie Scott from Saliva and was like, hey, I don't know if you'll see this, but this is what we've done. I hope you enjoy it. It was an honor to do your parts and whatever. And he loved it. He was like, this is amazing. And he even shared some of the promo on his pages, and it's been well received overall, I think, by everybody, and which is honestly what I expected, and not because it's us, but because it is such a powerful song. I figured people would enjoy having a new version of that.
And I do feel confident that we did it respectfully and tastefully. We preserved the nuances of the original, which to me, when you're doing a cover, is really important, especially such a big cover as Hero. So yeah, it was a lot of fun.
That's awesome. I love when females kind of take on a male song and just make it their own. It's a great thing.
Yeah. The original, my second from Enemy of Fate, my third song that I had ever released through the band was a cover of Breaking Benjamin's Breath. And that one, we perform that at almost every show because it's such a fan favorite. It's the nostalgia, and it hits different when there's a female singing it. It just, with the different tones and the different sounds, and also making the instrumentals, modernized from when the original was released, 20 plus years ago. So I don't feel like it is in competition with the original. That's never the intent. But a complementary version that modernizes and brings back the original to life in a different form. And so I was really proud to be able to do that one as well.
So going back, is there any artist that you really wouldn't touch at all since you accomplished Nickelback?
For me, I'm in a multitude of genres. I have a country rock band as well. That is a baby band that just launched. And I grew up on Motown music in the house. My mom was absolute, Motown and disco, and that's what I grew up on. Very, very soulful music. And so my answer to that would be no. Music is music. And if you're a lover of music, there shouldn't be anything that is untouchable. When it comes to a cover, I think being really thoughtful on songs that you approach. I think for Hero, it in the current state of our world, I felt like it was a really powerful song to bring back in a different way because of the message. And so I think being mindful of that when you're doing covers is really important.
Okay, well, let me rewind it a little bit. I should have probably said octave. Is there any octave that you don't think you'd ever try?
Octave. Oh,
Yes.
well, I would say Ariana Grande and Mariah Carey. Whistling octaves are probably very much out of my range, and I will leave them to do what they do.
No, I mean, any song is not really untouchable. I'm just saying, would you try to mimic or try to go as high as they can, or keep it normal?
She would give it her own swing. She would give it her own vibe.
Yeah, I can climb up there, but I leave the talent of those ranges that people can sing beautifully to them. If it's not coming out in a way that is respectful of the original artist, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't want to add an insult to someone who has such a beautiful talent.
Do you think growing up in a household with all those different musical influences kind of influenced what you've done with the band, with blending the different genres?
Absolutely. Absolutely. For me, and Mindy, why don't you start? For me, there's kind of a whole spiel. I write first. I write the story first, and then get a feel for how I want to deliver that story, and then move into the instrumentals and delivery of the vocals to tell the story. I don't know if that's the same for you.
Yeah, that's very well put. I mean, that we've talked about this a few times before, but that's definitely how I've always done things too. And I think one crazy thing to point out here is, like, she grew up in the household that she did with all of those genres, and she does rock and touches on some metal and some country and some other things. And of course I do heavy music, and we live on opposite spectrums of the world. She's out in the big cities and whatnot, and I live in the woods, and I grew up on country music. In my house, it was like Johnny Cash and Patsy Cline and Dolly Parton, and I ended up being in the metal genre. So, I think I've taken elements of all of those things, but done them in my own way for whatever genre that I've done, because, I've put out pop music, I've put out rock, I've put out, I used to be in a pop punk band. I've done a little bit of everything, as has Tiffany. But I think that we have taken all of those things and kind of melded it into what is us, because just speaking for myself, I don't think there's another person out there that sounds just like me. And I know for a fact there's not another person on this planet that sounds like Tiffany. And that's why I admire her, and I love what she does so much, because no matter the genre that she's doing, or, what she's putting herself on, it still sounds authentically her. And I feel the same about myself. I feel like we've taken all of those things that made us who we are, but we made it into our own sound. And I think that's the main thing about being an artist in general, is learning to do that and not sounding like all of the things that you learned from, if that makes sense.
What was on your bucket list when you went out to California?
Oh, goodness. A lot of things. I mean, of course, I wanted to do all the touristy things. Like, I wanted to go to the Walk of Fame with all the stars, and I wanted to go to the beach, obviously, because I wanted to see what the beach looked like over there as opposed to over here. But what ended up being my favorite thing of the trip, other than recording and saying that you recorded and out in Hollywood, that's a huge bucket list thing. That was the thing I grew up wanting to do. But when I got out there, I discovered that the WB studio was right down the street. So I went to that, and that was insane because I got to see the set of some of my favorite movies. I'm a huge Batman fanatic, so I got to see all the things from that. My favorite show my entire life has always been Friends. That's my support therapy, if you will. If I'm having a bad day, that's what I watch. And I got to go like sit on the couch on the set and see the fountain and do all the things. And it was just it was crazy. I felt like I was a kid again. I was like a kid in the candy store, and all of these things to Tiffany, is just like everyday stuff because she lives out there, she commutes, she does all those things. So to her, it's just normal. But for me, living out in a country and going out to Hollywood, I was just blown away by everything. I was texting her every 5 minutes. Can you believe that this is here? Like, oh my gosh, you can't drive anywhere. You only have to Uber to everything. And she's just like, I know, baby, it's okay. Like, it's fine. But it was just a whole experience. And then going to work with such an amazing producer. And then I get there, and when I get there, like Tiffany is doing her parts and she's just belting it out. And I'd heard her sing before, but I'd heard like the recordings, and then hearing her doing it raw, like in an actual studio, just all of those things together for that trip was just probably the best trip of my life, no doubt.
Aw.
Something to be said for Sunset Boulevard when you're not experienced and getting to. It's like a little city all in of itself. It's just an experience that you have to experience in person. It's like having a kid. Somebody can tell you about it all day, but until you actually do it, you don't really understand. So I think it was amazing to get to watch the excitement from Mindy as she got to experience what is kind of an everyday environment for us on the West Coast. So
yeah, I was overwhelmed to say the least, but in the best ways. When we first got there, we went to, what was it, In-N-Out?
Yeah, and that was at night. We had chicken in the morning, right when you flew in. Like Mindy flying into LAX was hysterical because she had to wait almost 2 hours for us to actually get around the terminal. Just entering the airport to get to her terminal was like 2 hours.
I was lost and overwhelmed. I was almost in tears, not because it was bad, but I was so scared because the airport's here, you walk in, you've got 3 terminals, you get on your plane. Out there's several levels, and they're miles long to walk futuristic. Through. It's like a miniature city in there. There's stores, there's it was just insane to me. So I'm just ecstatic to be in the airport at this point, because it's not like that here. And they're like, we're so sorry, we're trying to get to you. I'm like, no, I'm chilling. This is cool. This is awesome. And then we get in the car and I'm like, oh dear God. Everybody's just, it's so fast paced. Even when you're walking on the sidewalks, here, the sidewalks are empty. You've got 1 or 2 people walking, it's very small population. You go to the city and if you don't hold hands, you're going to get split up. It's everything is just moving so quickly. So the entire time was just, I didn't know what to do with myself, honestly.
I'm imagining you someone in traffic, keeping up with the other cars, you walking.
I can't imagine you being in New York ever.
Well, I went to New York, but when I went to New York, it was a choir trip with my class. So it was very organized and very stationary, and that was overwhelming. But because it was so we had itineraries where we had to be in certain places and whatever, it wasn't that bad. But getting out to California, Mickey and Tiffany just let me go. They're like, go wild, go see all the things. And of course, if I needed something, I called them and was like, I don't know what to do about this. Like, how do I get here? What am I supposed to do? And they were super helpful. Like, there is nobody else on the planet that I would have rather done that trip with because they were so helpful. But I'm a child when it comes to traveling. I really am. Like, I need an adult.
She needs
So
a
being out
chaperone.
there was just, yes, I need structure because I am chaos. I am the epitome of chaos. Like, I'm just a gypsy. I just roam wherever. But when you're in a place like that, like, you have to have some sort of idea of where you are going, or you
You
will
can't
get
slow
lost.
down when there's streetwalkers.
Yeah,
You gotta keep the
no.
pace.
I have a feeling, Rob, that Mindy would be swallowed up by Times Square. Like,
yeah.
she would
Yeah.
just get swallowed up and just
Yep.
Mhm.
disappear. Where'd she go?
We had to walk through it, but it was like little ducks. Like, we were in like single file line getting to where we were going. So I was more so seeing the person in front of me more than like paying attention to everything else. But if I were to go there now, I would probably call you and be like, "Can you do this trip with me? Because I need an
yeah.
adult. I can't do it by myself."
I'm 2.5 hours
Chaperone.
away. I'll meet you. It's fine.
Yeah, help me. Somebody, anybody, just help me. I cannot.
I was there for I was covering Fashion Week, and I was with somebody, but I'm just saying, even by myself, once I look and see exactly where yeah.
Well,
it can
I
be
didn't.
really overstimulating.
Yeah,
New
and
York is a really big city. We spent with 7 of us, my family, my husband, my kids, all flew to New York for Christmas.
Oh,
Whew. Yeah, it's a lot to take in. A
it's so
lot.
beautiful on Christmas time there.
Oh, it was gorgeous. Just completely like overstimulated. You get back to the hotel room, you're just like, I'm mentally drained. Watching where everybody's at all times, so we didn't lose each other because you do just that. You split up, so it's aggressive. It's like a whole nother world there, but
that's a good way to put it. It's aggressive.
it's
No,
aggressive.
it was Christmas time, and I went to go see the tree. I'm not gonna mention the person I was with, whatever. We had to actually take the one of those carriage rides to the other side of Central Park because
Oh, the
we
horse and
didn't.
carriage, yeah.
Well, yeah, we didn't realize my cousin was on the other side of Central Park.
Which is like a city. It's several big blocks.
So you're just riding around in the horse and buggy.
Did you have like the blanket and soft, classical music in the background? Oh
Unfortunately, no.
man, you're missing
Do they
out.
like guarantee they get you to their destination, or is it by like the 15 minutes?
No, they got me to the other side of where I needed to be. I wasn't.
Did it
walking
cost you
that
like
way.
$200?
Actually, no. It was actually like 20 or 15.
They're like cab drivers out there. They're hustlers, and they'll haggle a price to get you in the back of their carriage to go.
See,
And
that
like,
would just be me.
Shut up, we're walking here.
That would just be me the entire time, just so I felt more like I was at home. Like, let me just take the horse and buggy everywhere. Like,
Yeah, I didn't realize my cousin lived on the other side at that time.
Good
And
times. Yeah, that is like venturing through a city of its own.
See, when I get overwhelmed, I'll find a dive bar, or I'll find like a little place on a side street, even though like now that I'm saying it, that's probably dangerous, but like
Yeah.
that's what I do.
Look into a
It's
dive
turned-
bar.
It's turned out good so
Cocktail.
far.
mm,
At least we'll get a story out of it. Good or
I've had
bad.
some great nights at dive bars, man. I heard there's some really great ones out in California.
There are. There's many. Just depends on your style. I was a bartender for several years at a dive bar. So yeah, and lots of stories. Lots of
see
interesting
this.
people.
That tells you how drastic like our backgrounds differ, because like you've got like thousands of bars. Where I live, there isn't one. There's
Oh.
not even one. There's no bar. There's no music venues. There's none of that where I live. If you want to drink, you go to Applebee's or whatever restaurants open. There's no bars here.
Do your Applebee's have? Ours used to have singing. They would
No,
have like karaoke nights, and they like made it poppin'.
no, but if they did here, it would be all like country and bluegrass. Like there's no rock or metal or even pop music out this way. Like we have to travel at least an hour to get to anywhere to be able to play.
I
It's
remember you
wonderful.
saying that like most places you have to travel like 2 to 3 hours to have a like play on a
Oh,
live
always.
set.
Yeah, always, for sure.
Now, see, to
crazy.
me, growing up in like the cities, that's tragic.
Yeah.
I would be heartbroken.
It is, which I've moved around a lot in my life. So, I've been in Tennessee and North Carolina. My family is originally from North Carolina. So a lot of the places that I've lived were much different from this. But this will always be home to me. It's where I was born and raised. And I kind of like coming back to it for a reason, because all those things overwhelm me. And I'm just such like a small town girl that when I go to the cities, like this is the place that I like to come back to kind of like calm myself back down, because it's just so much for me. But at the same time, it makes it that much more exciting when I do get to go out and go on tours or, do some of these things, because I get to see all these cool places and I'm like, this is awesome, but I want to go back home. Like I can't deal with the fast driving Ubers and the cabs and the people touching you on the street. It's just weird. I can't do it.
So now that you guys have the song out, is there an opportunity that we might get to hear you guys perform live together at some point?
That's something that we have never talked about, but we've tried a couple of times for our bands to link up and do shows together, and it just hasn't been able to line up at this point. But I do hope, I will say, that at some point, our bands can play together and, maybe we'll get to do a song or so together. And I, just putting this out there for myself, would love to do like an original song with you at some point. I know that we had talked about that, a long time ago, but I think there's so much stuff that we could do together as far as like writing something together, that I think there's nothing that is out of the realm of possibilities when it comes to us, because both of us are so, I guess you would say, busy in the fact that we're always doing something and we're always evolving and we're always doing something different, because that's just how we are as humans. Like we can't just stand still. We have to be working. We have to be doing things. One of the reasons why we get along so well, because we both understand the grind. But I don't think it's out of the realm of possibilities. I think it would be super cool if we were to be able to perform something live, no matter what it is, honestly.
Hear that, festivals? Because it's going to be the festivals that gets them out and gets them together the quickest. So all you people that are booking for festivals, just remember.
Absolutely.
Get both of you. Get you guys to come out.
Got to get a Blue Ridge 2.0.
Yeah.
That would be
Get
nice.
us on any festivals that are like Blue Ridge or Louder Than Life or like any of these DWP fests. Like I'm there in an instant. Sign us up.
Have you played all of them?
We played 2 years at Blue Ridge. We played Michigan Metal Fest. We played Louder Than Life. We won the Battle of the Bands to play Viking over in Germany, but you had to have your passport 6 months in advance, so they disqualified us. And if you win the contest, you can't ever win again. So we kind of got screwed with that. I mean, it was cool that we won the Battle of the Bands against all these like bands, but we'd only had our passports, I think, for 3 months, and they were like, yeah, you have to have them for 6 months in order to get into Germany. And we're
That's
like,
such
well,
crap.
what are we supposed to do? So we've had some good times, but I mean, I want to move on up. Like, I want to keep going. I want to play bigger festivals.
We got to get you out to Aftershock. Come play Aftershock in
That's
Sacramento.
the dream. I was trying to get both of us on when they were doing the fan vote. I'm like, I tell my friends, I'm like, vote for my band and then vote for my friend's band. As long as one of us gets on there, I'm chill. Like, help us.
Yeah. No, it would be amazing. It's have you ever been to Aftershock, any of you?
No.
But,
No.
you know, that's the only DWP fest that I have not been to, obviously, because the only time I've been out that way is with you, but I'm not opposed to it. I will fly out tomorrow.
Bruh. You gotta come to Aftershock.
Surprisingly enough, I'm not really a festival person.
I wasn't
like the-
either until I
like
started
the-
going and
I
shooting.
like the intimate shows. Yeah, I've been to Ozfest. I've been to pretty much all the Ozfests and stuff like that. But
It's not for the faint of heart. Like, if you cannot be out in the sun for 4 days and walk 1,000 miles, it's probably not for you. But growing
You
up
know
with
what? There's
hippies-
all kinds of inventions. I don't
Yeah,
that's an
absolutely.
excuse. You know
Go-
what? There's
go
hats with like air conditioners coming off of
Yeah.
them. I've seen
Yes,
some
girl.
crazy shit and like talk to people about crazy shit that they take with them to festivals.
I mean,
What?
for me, like growing up with hippies, like I'm used to being outside for days at a time and field parties with no shoes and like stuff like that. So that for me, this is like second home. So at festivals, like you'll see me like half naked out in the pit somewhere with my hair pulled up, just like killing it in life, or at least feeling like I am until I get home and I'm dehydrated and sunburnt. But you don't worry about that until after it's done.
the main reason I don't really do festivals is the scheduling. I'm not going to run
It's
to this
hard.
day. I know who I want to see, and I know who I haven't seen yet. So, like, it's kind of
That's your reasoning for not liking festivals? Mine's money.
Money is a thing, obviously, but I can
Yeah,
get what
of
he's saying as far as scheduling, because what really like peas in my Wheaties is like you get out there and you have like two of your favorite bands are playing at the exact same time, and you're like, okay, so do I watch half of this set and then run my ass off across a mile to get to the other half of their set, and how do I time this properly? Or do I like watch one now and hope that I can catch the other one later? And then you're like, well, this band, this might be like their last show, so
Yeah.
I'll watch this one and then I'll buy tickets to the other one later. And most of the time you never do. But I just realized, so there's this app, you guys should go check it out. But it's a concert app. You can put every concert you've ever been to in there, so you can keep up with what you've seen.
What's it
And-
called?
I'll send it to you after, because if I go and look, it might shut me off of here. But it's like a concert app. I'll send it to you. But I realized that as of yesterday, when I went to see Evanescence, I had gone to my 868th show ever.
Whew.
I kind of bypassed you.
Oh, wow.
I'm
I
proud
don't
of you.
even think I could sit there and count them all. Like, I'll forget, and then my mom will bring up a show that I went to when I was younger, or like a friend will like reference like a show that I kind of caught half of, like, and I'll be like, oh shit, like I did see them.
Well, see, that's why I have this app, because I used to have the same problem. And as I think of them, I go in and add them. And if you put in the date and whatever band you saw, it'll actually tell you all the information of all the bands that were there, what the venue was, all of those things. So if you can think of two details about what the show was, like one of the bands and the venue or the date or whatever, it'll pull up all the information and it does all of it for you. So as I think of them, I just put them in there and it does all the work. because I'm getting older and I can't remember anything.
So it basically tells you all the ones that you haven't gone to.
It tells you all the ones that you have gone to.
Okay.
But if you type in, it's got a search bar. So if you type in the band, it'll tell you if you have seen them or not and how many times.
Wow. What was the band that you saw the most?
Right now, it is Evanescence. I just saw them yesterday. So right now I have seen them 8 times. I've seen Hailstorm 7 times and I've seen Kitty 6 times. So those are my top 3 that I've seen the most, but those are my 3 favorite bands. So if it was anybody else, probably be like Blasphemy or something, you know.
What's everybody else says? What is the concert that you guys have seen the most?
I'm gonna say Seven Dust.
Not Korn. I wore my Korn shirt just for you today, Rob.
I appreciate that. No, because Korn.
I wouldn't say this hasn't been the band that I've seen the most, but it's the band that I've most enjoyed was the Eagles.
That's fair. Those harmonies. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, amazing.
I was just doing the math in my head because I saw them when their first CD came out.
No shit.
Seven Dust or Korn?
Yeah.
Seven Dust.
No. Seven Dust. I mean, I've seen. I think Korn's the second, but yeah, Seven Dust. I was at their. I won't say their release. Yeah, actually, I was at their release for their first album.
Nice.
Very small club.
I've seen them a couple of times, but it's always been at festivals, so it's hard to like say, do you count that because you saw them, but at festivals you get to see like 20 to 50 bands depending on how quick you can run. So it's hard to count all of those. But that app, like if you put a festival in there, you can just click on the ones that you actually watched because it gives you a list of all the ones that are at the festival for that year. And then you can just go and click all the ones that you've seen. So it makes it easier.
I'm trying to think. I would probably have to say mine would be Sumo Psycho.
Love them. That's dope.
Yeah, I would have to say because usually when Sky's in town, I try to go.
They're coming around this way sometime soon, and I want to try and see them. Can't remember when it is. I'll have to go check it out.
That song with Nonpoint. Oh,
dope.
So good. Yeah, I love bands. I mean, well, I love both of you, so that just says it right there. I love like that powerful like female force. No offense to the guys, but there's nothing like a female force.
I tell you, I've gone to a ton of shows, and last night seeing Nova Twins and Spirit Box and Evanescence together for the very last date of their tour was one of the most insane shows I've been to in my life, other than like Alanis Morissette, which that's just like iconic. That's hands down the best concert I've ever been to. But last night there was just like this raw emotion and empowerment and just I can't even explain it. It was just a whole different vibe. You could just feel it in the air, and there was just like this unity, and it was so beautiful.
I get it. There's bands that do that for me too. Like whenever I go to see Jade Starling from Pretty Poison, man, like she is just like the vibe around her is just intense. I'm like, man, I just want to hang out with you every day.
See, that's the vibe that I want to try to give off, but I feel like it's more so like something out of a scary movie. Like a lot of times when people see me, they're like, oh, I don't want to talk to her because she's terrifying, until they actually talk to me, and then I'm like, hi, would you like a hug? But when they
Like,
see me, a lot of people have told me, like through Facebook and things like that, they're like, I was terrified to talk to you. Like you're so intimidating. I'm like, me? I'm like a small child in an adult's body. Like what? I don't know. I don't know.
That's why that meme I send you every time it keeps coming up. The what do you call it? The dinosaur that's screaming. Then there's Barney.
Yeah,
I mean
that's
that's pretty much
all
exactly
day.
that's exactly how it is.
It is. That is me. All day.
I never liked Barney. I'm just gonna put that out there. I never liked him. I
Barney
always,
terrified me.
yeah, I found it weird. It was like, I don't know. I never watched that one. I always skipped it. I mean, I would watch Thomas the Tank Engine and like different, like the ones around it. But yeah, Barney just
It
never
scared
did it.
me. Yeah, it terrified me as a kid for some reason. Like my sister watched it, but it terrified me. I was like, I don't know what it is, but it was just creepy to me. I didn't like it.
Well, they were like weird, and I don't know. They were very
Right?
huggy, and I don't know. I didn't really like Lamb Chop either. Like,
Mm.
I would at least
What about
watch it every now and again, like if it was on. But like Barney, yeah, I like protested against that one. I just couldn't do it.
What's your feeling about pork chops, though?
A Lamb Chop?
A pork chop.
I think it was because whenever we would watch it, it would turn into like somebody singing "This Is the Song That Doesn't End."
Yeah.
That was
I
a
mean,
Charlie-
I'm not that traumatized. I mean, I got
No,
my dog a
that-
Lamb Chop toy. I mean, like,
that
Same.
was a Charlie horse, but you know, his name was Charlie, and he was a horse.
he said pork
Oh,
chop,
okay.
and I got like lost.
That's a whole like inside joke. Yeah. Pork chop, lamb chop.
Hiya.
Yeah, I
Karate
was
chop.
like Punky Brewster. Punky Brewster was. I was
I
one
used-
I watched.
I used to love Punky Brewster as a kid and Blossom. Weird.
Oh my
But, yeah.
God, Blossom! I was just
Yeah, I brought it
talking
back
about
for
that
you,
show
didn't
the
I?
other day.
Yeah,
I always like 6 from Blossom.
me too.
Because I'm gonna be the odd one out of this question. If you were a Powerpuff Girl, what would you be? Who would you be?
Tiffany pulling up Google Powerpuff Girl names. I have no idea. Bratz doll? Yes. Powerpuff Girl? I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you with that, but
See, I same with all of that. Like if you asked me which Spice Girl I am, all about it all day. That was my favorite
it was
band as a
Spice
kid.
Girl. Wait, I want to know Spice
Okay,
Girl.
We can flip it to the Spice Girls then.
Okay, so for me, like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. So when I was in like elementary school, of course, which is when the Spice Girls came
Oh my
out
God,
and was
I-
like big.
We're gonna have a similar story. I need to know which one you were.
So me and all of my friends, I had 4 friends, and we decided that we were going to be like the Spice Girls, right?
Which one were
And-
you?
Of course, I was Sporty Spice, but back then you have to understand. Like, I played soccer, I played basketball. Like, I had a full ride to do basketball before I ended up hurting my knee in high school. So,
Did you have
yeah,
a bunch of those Adidas suits?
I have one in my closet currently. Don't judge me.
No, dude. I was so excited when they like really brought them back. Like Jonathan Davis, he
Yeah.
like started them up
I still
again.
want that. I still want that suit.
They're
Okay, so
expensive now, but
Allie,
Keep going.
I'm only gonna tell you this because I love you, but the black tracksuit that I have in there is actually a special edition Spice Girls tracksuit. It is the exact Spice. It's the tracksuit, but down the side of it, it says "Spice Up Your Life."
Oh
I kid
my
you not.
god. We're doing a
Where's the
TikTok.
picture?
We're doing a TikTok.
I need photo evidence there, MJ. Spice.
I will.
Can you guess which Spice Girl I was?
I'm gonna go with. Oh, this is hard. Like knowing you,
Baby
you kind of.
Spice.
I was. She guessed Baby Spice.
No, that was taken right off the bat by one of my blonde friends.
So
I actually went with Posh because I was excited that I could wear like the short leopard skirt. Dude, I had it like done up. I
so
looked just like her. I had my hair tucked under
I
and
knew
like
it.
yeah, it was legit.
That
we
was
did it
pretty
at
my
we
guess.
did it at the tech school, and we came out. We're like, spice up your life.
I almost like this close. My first tattoo was almost the girl power
Oh my god, that's
tattoo
awesome.
that Sporty Spice has on her arm. That was literally almost my first tattoo, and I talked myself out of it. Thank God I did, but I still love the Spice Girls. I don't care.
Oh my god, we're
Trust
doing
me.
a TikTok. You're dressing up in that, and I think I still have the leopard skirt somewhere because I'm a clothes
Oh
hoarder.
my gosh, we have to get some of our friends to like dress up as the others.
Oh my gosh, we're doing this.
Tiffany, you have to be Ginger.
So, I mean, if I have to be a part of this, I guess Scary Spice then.
Make Rob Ginger. Have Ginger.
You have the Britney wig, Rob. You have the Britney wig. You could be baby.
Oh my god,
I'll be
I'm
Scary
gonna
Spice.
die.
I'll be Scary Spice. There you go.
Oh my gosh, this just took a turn.
Oh my
What-
god, this is awesome.
Out of all the years that you've been coming on here, it always takes a turn.
It every single time, but this was unexpected nonetheless. Now
Oh,
everybody
what
knows my
happened?
secret.
Do we have to do the twerking contest on TikTok?
No,
No, thank God, because
no.
I would look like Tina from Bob's Burgers. I can't. My body doesn't.
The numbers weren't there, so she doesn't have to do that. I don't have to eat the hot chip.
They were close, weren't they?
It was very
It was
close.
very close.
Yeah, it was super close. But
I was
I'm-
watching for a while, and then like I got kind of sidetracked.
girl. I
And
was
like,
torn.
man, we're gonna end up twerking.
I was so torn because I was like, yes, I want this to happen, but at the same time, like, all my street cred out the window in one day. Like, your girl can't twerk. I mean,
Oh my gosh, I got
I
taught at a Chris Calico concert in the bathroom. I had a bunch of girls because we had to go up on stage and like twerk while he sang for like a music video or something. And I was in the bathroom and I was like looking in the mirror and I was like, dude, how am I gonna do this? Because all the girls had like shelf butts. And I'm like, shit. Like, I don't have that and I can't shake that the way they are. So like I had to figure it out. Oh my god, it was so funny. They taught me all these pointers. Like I didn't even know you bend your knees when you're like doing that. I just kind of like let it go. It's more like drunk girl twerking.
All right, babe, I'm going to need you to call me later and like tell me all about this. I probably still won't be able to do it, but I am super curious now. But
Yeah,
that's
you
a
look really
conversation.
stupid at first until you kind of get a rhythm.
The only thing
It's
I'd
like-
be clapping is
like
my
shaking.
thighs. That is it.
Same. Same.
It would be my thighs. And there's nothing cute about that.
Oh my
And the
god.
funniest part is I had like talked my friend into getting me like this. It was like a workman's vest, like
Oh,
bright
yeah.
yellow and orange for a Chris Calico. So I'm like in that trying to do the twerk and it's got like it like came right to the top of my ass. So like I didn't even have like any of my butt to like kind of work with. Yeah. It was
That's
just
hot.
like the bottom just moving. Just cheeks moving back and forth. And
Oh
and all the
goodness.
girls like felt bad because I was like trying really hard and they knew it. And they're all like, "You did a good job." They're all like patting me on the back. I'm like, damn, you know you're bad when they're like coming up and congratulating you for like just going out there.
Were they
You got a
patting your
participation
back or
trophy.
your butt?
What?
Were they patting your back or your butt?
No, but in the bathroom, they were like trying to teach me. They're like pushing on my butt. They're like, "It's gotta go down. You gotta." I'm like, I don't think it can do that.
Good team, I guess.
Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah, they. Hey, they come together. Girl power in the bathroom. Like, you know, honestly,
Only
I've
if
had
I
a
was
lot of
fly.
luck with that.
Only if I was a fly.
Conversation. Oh my gosh.
Hmm.
Some of the conversations in the bathroom, like guys would be like, "Oh my god, they really do talk about weird things."
It is a confessional.
Right? I will say I've met some of the coolest people ever in the bathroom, like either in the line or like as you're coming out, you're washing your hands. Actually, last week, you guys know the band Not Enough Space, right?
Yes.
So I'm in the bathroom waiting for them to go on. I'm washing my hands, and Liv, the vocalist, like comes in and she's washing her hands beside me, and I glance over and I'm being cool. I'm like, don't say anything, just wash your hands. You know, so I'm washing my hands and she goes, "You look familiar." And I was like, "What?"
So do you?
Yeah, I was like, "You're the vocalist for Not Enough Space, right?" She's like, "Yeah, you come to a lot of our shows." I was like, "No, but I'm here to see you guys." And she was like, "Well, do you want a photo?" I was like, "Yeah, I mean, I wasn't going to ask you in the bathroom," but it ended up being like this 30-minute long conversation while she was doing her makeup. And then I come out and my friends are just standing outside the bathroom and they're like, "The vocalist for Not Enough Space just go into the bathroom?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they were like, "Did you talk to her?" And I'm like, "Why don't you guys just go to the
We
bathroom?"
took pictures.
Just actually, they wouldn't even go in the bathroom to go to the bathroom because she was in there. I'm like, just go in and be a normal human being or something. But you never know what's going to happen in the girls' bathroom. And there's never a time like where people are being mean to each other or anything that I've experienced. It's always just like girls empowering each other and being nice to each other and being like, "Oh, you're pretty. Oh, yeah, you know." It's cool.
It's usually the VIPs, like the people that are there for the VIP. Like, I usually like end up like having like you said, half an hour conversations with them in
the
there
bathroom.
because they follow them all around. They know all about the band, so get
Mhm.
valuable information. Now, have you had any experiences in the girls' bathroom?
Tiffany's like, "Not really."
No, nothing exciting.
I have.
Yeah.
But I can't really talk about it.
What's that?
I said I have, but I can't really talk about it. Not here, at least.
Oh, I'm done. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god!
I mean,
Oh, now you have to talk about it. You can't say
here.
that.
not here.
We're
You got
getting
my
canceled.
The viewers want to know.
I mean,
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my god, that was so funny.
that one time in band camp, no.
Oh my god.
There is never a time that I am on here with you guys that I don't leave like with my gut hurting and my face hurting from laughing.
I was just thinking the same thing. I've got makeup all over me because I keep wiping my eyes with the eyeliner.
I don't have that problem. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, Rob, you and your one-liners.
And I do have sleeves on today, so you're fine.
Oh my goodness.
Mm.
So let's
Wow.
get back to the music.
Those got off track hardcore.
So where's everybody playing and what's going on for the viewers?
It's your show, Tiff. Tell them all
Yeah.
about it.
Tiffany, do you go first?
Well, shows are in the works. They will be announced soon. We haven't formally announced them all yet, so they're in the works. The announcements for those shows will be forthcoming. We're really excited about what's getting ready to be announced, and we are actually also wrapping up on our EP that's going to be getting released here in the fall. So that's what we're
Ooh.
working.
Okay,
like
first,
that.
are you coming to the East Coast? Possibly, maybe,
Possibly,
hopefully.
maybe.
And second of all, how many songs on the EP? And tell us a little bit about it.
7 songs.
Whoa. Nice.
Yeah, almost a full length. So yeah, very unexpected songs. I think will be for our listeners and our fans. Do some things instrumentally and vocally that you haven't heard from us before. And there you go.
See, I'm excited. I am personally excited about this because one thing that most people don't know is like before I release anything, I always send it over to Tiffany. Like I'm always like, can you listen to this? Is this okay? And when she has new stuff, either she will send it over or Mickey will send it over. Sometimes he'll send it over and I'll message her and be like, oh my God, this is so good. And she's
Are you
like,
saying you know how
oh, did
good
you
it
hear
is?
it? I haven't heard it yet, but I'm saying maybe, hopefully I will. But
Yes,
she always has something up her sleeve.
Mindy will get a taste before we put it all together and finalize mixes and mastering and all the technical, boring stuff about music development. So and song releases. But yeah, I'm very excited. It's kind of a new world for Enemy of Fate, this EP, and I'm really excited about sharing the evolution of the band out in the world.
I just want to talk about the fact that you are so resilient no matter what. And that's something that I think that Dying Oath has in common because you know all the things that we've had to go through as well. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't understand that as a band, like it's so hard with different opinions, different schedules, different, just all the differences. Having, 3 to 6 people in a band is very hard to make things work. So the fact that you keep coming back time after time and putting out new music and it being better every time that you put it out, like, I'm so proud of you. You are so resilient. And I can't even tell you like how enamored I am by you most of the time. I'm just like, wow, I can't even tell you how proud I am, but you're so resilient. I can't wait to hear it.
You're so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm just being honest. You're amazing. Hands down.
Speaking of all the songs, I like to ask, I'm curious, what song would you consider, if you had to pick one song, what would you say that song would be that represents the band right now from your discography that's out?
That represents the band right now, I would probably say Kill Switch.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a FAFO song. And that is definitely a good representation of the current state. But Evolution will bring forth, like I said, a different sound, a different story, and a different delivery from the band.
And what can listeners look forward to with the new EP?
Aggression, sadness, recovery, all the feels of an evolution of our project. I would say the stories are very deep and they're broad. And I always write our songs from personal experience and from the heart. And it's a journey I'm always excited to share with the world because I know that the relatability of those journeys will have, they actually have and will my hope is that they will continue to help support people in their journeys in life, whether it's a moment of struggle, where it's a moment of darkness, where they're feeling isolated and alone. To know that they aren't is really important to me. Mental health is a big component of Enemy of Fate as a whole unit. So we're excited that those stories and recovery and triumph will be shared with the world in a different way.
So if you had to go back and think of a video that you've done
Mm-hmm.
that viewers can go back and look for a fun little Easter egg or something in the video that you have like a little story about that they can look for.
So on our social media, take a pick. I started doing Story Time Saturday. And so I share stories about every song that I've written. Now, Enemy of Fate is only a little over 2.5 years old. So a project. I myself as a singer am only 2.5 years into writing music. And so we haven't had a lot of time, but we have had a lot of stories. I think we were on our 17th single recently with The Aftermath. Hero, that Mindy and I actually recorded 2 years ago, is finally making its way to light and being casted out to the world. So
I love the fact that you waited the 2 years for the movie to come out.
Thank you. We wanted to be sure it was right.
You planned it correctly, honestly, because if it came out earlier, it would just be another cover song.
Did you guys see it?
The
I
movie?
haven't seen it yet. I have not seen it yet.
I
Did
did.
you see it, Ruby?
I wore the hat just for Tiffany today, but yeah, I told you before, I'm a comic book nerd, so I have seen it. I've seen all of them, which Batman is my favorite, Spider-Man is my second favorite, but close tie. But I mean, I thought it was good, especially for where we're at now. You know, Spider-Man has come a very long way with different characters and different actors and whatever. But I think for the time period now, I think it was really good.
So I agree.
And I'm really glad that in a small way we were able to be a part of that history and release the song on the same day as the movie. I thought that was absolutely brilliant.
Put this out in the universe. Put them on the soundtrack.
Hey.
Yeah, because there's going to be more Spider-Mans. It's just like Batman; it'll never die. So.
Oh, I love you in the Spidey getup, by the way.
I used to be one of those people that I wanted to like be cool and I wanted to do certain things, but at this age, I'm just like, you know what? Take it or leave it. This is who I am. This is what I like. I don't feel the need to be cool to anybody. And for some people, that they think that's the cool thing, is like to not give a crap about, what anybody thinks. But when you get to a certain age, you're just like, what does being that way benefit anything about myself? Like, I'm just going to do what makes me happy and be who I am. I'm a nerd. I don't care. It's whatever.
Okay, I haven't asked this question in a very long time.
Uh-oh.
If you could pick one song, not your own, that describes you as a person, what would you choose?
Oh, that's deep.
I know we have I know there could be multiple answers on that, but like one that hits you in your gut.
I mean, there's songs that I absolutely
That's a hard one.
That is a hard one. And there's songs that I absolutely love, but I wouldn't say that they're best representations of me. They're just songs that I love. I'm going to go with Rick James, Brick House. How about that?
No doubt.
Is it because you're mighty mighty?
Best answer so far. That's incredible. Oh, that's such a hard question. I think
Yeah, like, are you asking like deepness wise or like a descriptive one? Cause
I
like,
I know it's such a
mean,
broad question to,
just
to
I mean,
answer.
whatever
Alright,
you
maybe
feel
it's a
describes you.
maybe it's a loaded question there. You can take it any way of the spectrum you'd like, but mainly, so if you're gonna send it, okay, let me phrase that. If you're gonna send a song to somebody to understand you, like,
What's My Age Again by Blink 182.
because you don't know how old you are,
Because I definitely don't act my
because
age.
nobody likes you when you're 23.
Rude.
I mean, I could keep going. I could do lyric for lyric.
I was gonna say Riot Girl by Good Charlotte, but I think I've calmed down a little bit. So
I
Mindy,
mean,
I gotta throw one out.
That is such a hard question. I would say currently probably Happy by Pink, just because it's one of those real songs where like she's self-reflective about like where she's at in life and all the things that she's been through and like her age. And I'm going through this like really a crazy time in my life at this age of where I think I've finally like discovered my true self and like what I want in life and you know who I am as a person and all of these things. And I think that everybody finally gets to that point. You think that you're at that point many times in your life, especially when you're a teenager. But when you get to this age, it's like you look back and you're like, yeah, none of those people were actually who I am, but this is authentically who I am and not trying to like please anybody at this point and only trying to please myself and being happy with myself and being happy with my own company and you know all those things. So I would say probably that song. I've found myself being by myself. Does that make sense? Like I feel like the more time you spend alone, the more you realize who you really are and what you want in life. So
You went
I think
deep.
I mean,
Well,
this is not,
you
this is
know.
not to be a serious answer on my part, but I'm gonna say Doja Cat. I'm a cow.
Yes. Just talking about that one.
Love it.
Mindy, do you have a cow?
We have lots of cows and horses. Yes, I have cows and horses. We used to have pigs, but I don't want to tell you what happens to those.
Well, we should do some videos with the cows.
Did they
You
go
want to do
wee wee
videos
wee
with
wee?
cows?
Bitch, I'm a cow. Moo.
I mean, did the fish go wee 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 all the way home?
Oh my gosh, can we make that metal? Can we turn it metal?
We could, yeah, we could.
Mindy,
Bitch, I'm
can
a
you
cow.
sing echoes to the cow? I would love that.
Oh my gosh.
We can do that. But the funniest part of all of it is like sometimes I do go out there and just like scream at them just to try and like scare them or make them have any reaction, and they don't even move. They just like they look at you, they side eye you. Yeah, they just switch their tails and they side eye you. I could literally go like straight face to face with them and scream in their face, and they're just like, "Bitch, what?" Like,
Are they like bougie, like Bunny XO cow kind of cows? Or are they like black and white cows?
they're black and white cows. I mean, there
Okay,
are
they're the ones I like.
No.
there's a couple of prize winners in there, but for the most part, the population of cows is just your regular everyday dairy
You know
cows.
what? This is so random, but my mom like was convinced that it was a thing. So
Oh
we're
god.
behind this truck the other day, and we don't. I live in a city, so like I don't get to see a lot of like farm animals being moved a lot.
Okay.
Anyway, this was a really big tractor trailer, and I was like, I wasn't wearing my glasses, and I am a little blind when I'm in motion, so I thought it was a pony standing with its tail And my mom's like, no, that's a pig. And I was like, there's no such thing as a long-haired pig. And she's like, yes, there is. And I was like, no, there's not. So she's like, Google it. Do you know there is? They are the ugliest fucking things. They look like they're French, but like bougie. I don't even know.
Leave the
Look it
French
up.
people alone, please.
Look it
Thank
up.
you.
Dude, they're crazy. They're
I've seen this mythical creature you speak of. Yeah.
they're fancy looking. But why don't more people have furry pigs?
Well,
I've
a
never
lot of
seen
it-
one before.
A lot of it you have to understand as far as like pigs, cows, horses, all the things,
Mhm.
chickens, even. It really depends on your location too, and how they're bred and where they're bred and for what reason. Because some of these animals, like even up to your cows, are very expensive. So you're not gonna see them in like the poor side of town. You know what I mean? Like some of these, they are fancy. Some of them you're not going to get unless it's like a huge ranch or something like that, because A, they're harder to take care of, and B, they are super expensive unless you're breeding them yourself. So that's why more people don't have them, or the bougie cows, because they're already expensive. You're not going to pay way more money unless you're going to breed them, because a lot of times you're just doing it to eat them. I hate to say it that way, but a lot of times that's why you have the cows, is so that you can eat them. And the pigs. And it doesn't matter if they're hairy or not. If you want bacon, why pay an extra $1,000
I
to
wonder
get
if the furry
pig
pigs
than-
have like better bacon.
You know, I've never had a furry pig. I do not know, but I do have a funny story about bacon if you want to hear it.
Sure.
When I was growing up on a farm, I used to have a pet pig, or what I thought was my pet pig, and I named it Bacon. I thought that was a funny thing to do. And one day we're sitting eating breakfast at the table, and I look outside and ask my mom, I'm like, where's Bacon? And my stepdad says, on your plate. And I laughed because I was eating bacon. It was bacon.
Oh man. Oh man.
Emotional, damn it! Emotional, damn.
Oh my god. I forgot that you do that, and I'm like, dude, did somebody just?
It was perfect timing. I'm sorry.
It was perfect timing. That's a real story, though. That actually happened. And I actually, for probably like 2 or 3 years, was a vegetarian
Oy.
because that was my
bet.
pet pig. Or so I thought it was my pet, but I didn't realize at that age, like, we live on a farm because this is our food. Because back then, when I was growing up, we didn't buy like groceries from the store. We had our own garden. As kids, they would make us go out there and pick our own fruits and vegetables from the trees or from the garden. We either hunted for deer or turkey meat, or we ate what was on farm. And back then, before all of, the evolution of the farming nowadays, they have all these machines that do all these things for you. You actually had to go out and kill the cow yourself. And then they would send it off to the butcher, and that's how you got your meat. And we had tons of like huge meat freezers, and you would go out and pick your meat and whatever. So
I'd have to go with fish. Like if I had to survive and had to catch my own like food, I would have to go with fish, because like I would have such a hard time killing an animal.
well, after being a kid and being shown like how that process is, and losing your pet that wasn't really ever your pet, I definitely was a vegetarian for a while. I told my mom for a really long time, like, I don't want to eat anything that had a face on it. Like, I just, like, that's not cool. And then you get older, and I really like steak. It sounds terrible, but I love steak. So I'm like, you know what? Screw being a vegetarian. I need meat. I'm a meat eater. So didn't last very long, but I still have respect for the animals, You don't want to waste them.
That's crazy. Poor bacon. Poor.
Well, we had bred it that entire time for food, and it was unbeknownst to me, obviously.
It's kind of crazy. My aunt, they always go on like, well, I kind of like go on, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like the black sheep of the family because the rest of my family's like, let's just say different. They're more proper. Like they look at me like the goth alternative, and I'm fine with that. But I have always called myself the black sheep. So my aunt a couple of years ago, she's a farmer. So she like got me a black sheepskin as a Christmas present. So when I first saw it, I'm like, oh my God, like that's so cool. And like I have it. But then my cousin, not like realizing like how much of an animal lover I am and that I didn't want to see where it came from, showed me the picture of the sheep that it came from. And it kind of like messed me up. And now like I don't want to like not have it because I feel like that poor sheep like gave up. But yeah,
Well,
it's better for me if I don't know.
somebody probably ate that too. You know, I mean,
Unfortunately, I do have to wrap this up, guys.
our wild tangents. It's like this is supposed to be about music, and we talked about Dead Sheep and the Spice Girls. Like that should be what you put on there when you post it.
Have fun with the shorts, Rob.
Yeah. Good luck. Love you though.
But is there anything that you actually? I mean, is there anything you'd like to say to your fans, or anything else for the rest of tonight?
Tiff, it's all you.
Oh, MJ, go ahead. Go for it.
I always give the same spiel because I don't think it ever changes, but I just want to say thank you to everybody who listens or watches or buys merch or helps us out in any form or fashion. If you can't make it out to a show, share something. It's free. Anything that you can do to help and just support us, or even just be positive to us, give us a comment, whatever. All of that, all of the small things add up to big things. And yeah, thank you for just being you and supporting.
I echo that sentiment, and thank you both for having me on. It's been a pleasure, and always a pleasure to get to hang out with you too, Mindy. Appreciate
always.
it.
All the love, always, always.
Music videos are all on YouTube, and you can stream our music on any major platform. We have a website, Enemy of Fate official, or enemyoffate.com. You can go check us out there too, and all the socials, all the things.
Go stream Hero, please.
Yes.
And since we didn't get that many dates out of you, Tiffany, everybody's going to have to go on and just follow and actually keep up with it so that you know when she's coming over to the East Coast.
And you're going to want to do that. You are going to want to do that. Seeing her live is something you don't want to miss out in this lifetime.
And both of these ladies are very good, everyone, about engaging. So make sure that you fill their comment sections with love. Keep that algorithm going. Emojis, comments, anything. They will answer.
That's right. And go follow Rob and John, Concert Junkies, and go follow A Pretty Little Podcast.
And I will see everybody hopefully sooner, but maybe a couple weeks from now. I don't know what's going to be what's popping up.
And everybody, it's up to you to harass Rob, because Rob has to kind of harass me to motivate me to kind of do it. But yes, I would like to start doing more TikTok lives, and I have agreed that if Rob does reach out to me to do them, that I will. So blow up his live and get him to get me on.
The same name here is the same name over there. So I'm on every day for at least an hour. I play I play music for an hour. But love you all. Peace.
Love you. Peace.
Thanks,
Bye,
guys.
everyone.
Appreciate you.